he felt like D West was just watching his plays, watching the broadcast and shit. So then he took it down and then went right up and down the field. It be happening, bro. I'm not saying he did, but it be happening.
Yeah.
Niggas do that shit.
But even when you do that though, it'd be like off though. You feel me?
Yeah, but so you're not going better know exactly what play they call because you'll play like you kind of right behind. So it's second. It's like it's behind. So you still got to pick your defense. Like you can't pick your defense off of what he's doing, but you definitely can see where they're going. So for example, let's say you pick power right, but I'll pick my defense. But while I'm watching the screen, I'll be able to see your power right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all right, he going right. And then so he just start. You got to watch when I play Young Cannon. Young Cannon do it. He'll be on my broadcast while we're playing. When I'll say something, he'll respond to me and everything. That's why I don't never fucking play him on. I don't broadcast. I take that shit right down every time. Nope.
Hey, yo.
And so when I take it down, he don't even be knowing where the fuck I'm going at. But fuck, that like you gotta think about it, man. He came back from Boone on the 28, and you know as much as you know I do my real talks and I hype shit up and I talk about things. The one thing that was missing was that nobody pays attention to is I say what's really happening. So I'll say this: Boone wanted to air that nigga. He went up 28-0, and he knew at that point Boone knew his team was better than Fox, and he was playing better than Fox. So now he gonna fit the like, instead of going 60, he going 100 now, and that going 100 now is the reason why Falk was able to come back and win that game because Boone never got into I want to win this game mode. I was already like Boone didn't feel as though his season one kind of whooping his ass and it's like all right this shit over. I'm about to really put it on.
Hey man, my team is honestly not that much. Far off, man. Y'all be saying my team better. It's a lot more teams that got more.
Nah, you got the best football team on the game, bro. You do. And then it's the Packers, and then it's the Bucks.
Fuck no. Okay.
Right. So crazy shit. What?
The Browns to me is the best football team.
The Browns is the best football team on the game, bro. All the way around, y'all got it ain't a piece y'all not missing. Speed, players, veterans everywhere. They got one of the better records. They got one of the better records, but you got Madden linebackers. They might not be overall like that's like my linebackers right now. My linebackers are gonna be fucking disgusting, but they young right now, so. They're not gonna better do nothing. They ain't gonna better play the way you want them to play right now. You got the best team on the game, bro. Then it's the Packers. Then it's the Bucks.
I say the Bucks. I say the Bucks got the best team, bro.
Now the Bucks got the most motherfucking abilities, and then it's the Packers. I'm trying to tell you, I trust me, bro. I went through this shit a million times. Okay.
And it's about the abilities.
Yeah, but the Bucks got a bunch of old motherfuckers with abilities too. Like that's not, and they not Madden players. You get what I'm saying? Like not all Madden players, bro. Like your team is flat out a Madden team. The Packers got a flat out Madden team. They're the best two teams on the game, and then it's the motherfucking Bucks, bro. But with that being said, listen. With that being said, nobody's. I mean, granted. It is what it is, bro. Everybody sees shit different. I can't force how I feel on anybody. But in my opinion, the Browns is the best team on the game. Then it's the Packers. Then it's the motherfucking. When you look at pieces and then you look at what's good for Madden, the Browns got it all. They got a legit secondary and young secondary that they could build from. They got one of the better D lines in the league. They got the best offensive line in the league right now, and the offensive line on the game better than yours. And you got one of the best backfields in the game. And then Baker Mayfield is a Madden player. He ain't as good as Madden got him in real life, but nigga got 96 throw power. He's really not good at all. And then you got the receivers. You got Jarvis Landry, who's a possession demon. Odell's still one of the better receivers on Madden. And then you got the little speed guy you got developed that's fucking flying. And not even that, you got two deep at tight end. 3 actually deep at tight end. So what they missing?
I don't know. I'm a Ravens fan, but I like the Ravens roster, bro.
You do. I don't think the Ravens have one of the better Madden rosters. Ravens are a good football team, but they're not a Madden roster team. at all outside of you got. But see, what they don't have is negated by if you play with Lamar the right way. Then it negates a lot of shit. But Hollywood only a 79 overall. He ain't beating no corner that's 80 and above until you get him developed. Your other receivers is young, and then you got Watt. You can do some shit with Sammy Watkins though, but he's still only an 80 overall. The tight end is legit, flat out legit, and you strong at two positions on the offensive line, and that's motherfucking Stanley and that boy and the old head Zettler, whatever his name is. And then after that, you want Bill more. Look, Calais Campbell, all those D linemen old as fuck, but they're good, but they're old. If they had abilities, all of them, they'd be just like the Bucs team. You young at linebacker, outside of Patrick Queen, you have no other linebacker. Adolphe is a monster on the game. He'll be a fucking problem. But he's more of a pass rusher than cover.
I think honestly, my top three is the Browns, Bucks, and Ravens. Me personally, I think the Ravens is ready too for anybody, man. I feel like they got somebody in everywhere too.
Yeah, I like you know what, you're right. The Ravens secondary legit too. They got a really good secondary. But I don't know. I guess the way I look at shit.
Like I can't do my running shit with the quarterback with Baker Mayfield. So I feel like if I had to I feel like I could do a little bit more, or at least a faster quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when you look at teams, it's no way you can look at the Packers team as a whole and then turn back around and say the Ravens is better than the Packers on this game. I just don't see it. You got a superstar running back, X-factor quarterback. You got a really good offensive line. They're 4 deep on the offensive line when you're looking at 80 and above, right?
Yeah, but I look at it. I'm talking about a franchise, motherfucker. They're like, cause you're gonna have to fucking take care of Aaron Rodgers in two seasons probably. Like I feel like the Ravens
with
is
Jordan Love right behind him as a good Madden quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like so, where we again? You got a big boulder running back. Yeah, Jordan Love goes right. He's a replacement. As soon as Aaron Rodgers retires, if you develop it, he's right here replacement. Yeah, you got to build him even more because they dropped his overall. But remember, 21 and 20, his shit was high as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I feel like with Jordan Love.
But you got the time. You got 2 to 3 seasons with Aaron Rodgers, and you got the time to build Jordan Love, bro.
You blowing niggas out with fucking Aaron Rodgers them and the Packers now, you gotta put that nigga in for like the 4th quarter to build him.
Look, Interstate 11 is your speed receiver. Now, he ain't the best speed, but 93 speed is legit when you first started off. You got Devontae Adams, who's unbelievable. And then you got a veteran like Randall Cobb, who's playing in the slot, who's a legit player that can catch and win catches over most of the DBs in the league because of his overall and his awareness, right? Now, tight end is a weak spot for them, but the tight end they got is fast. He just got to be developed, right?
Yo, what the hell are you doing?
4 deep. Huh?
Oh, my shit is
he just gotta be developed. He good, he can be good, but he gotta get developed. Like he got good speed, but he gotta be developed. Yeah, they always shitting on people. So look, now let's think about what I'm saying right now. Even their linebackers are defensive ends, so their whole front 7 is legit, and they probably got one of the fastest and best secondaries in the game right now. Their secondary like your secondary, boom. Your secondary legit, but the Packers got a better secondary than you. They got Alexander, who trumps Ward because he's an X factor. They got the 2 safeties that's 94 speed and above. Then they got Eric Stokes, who's the fastest fucking player on the game, damn near as a defensive player. He fucking like 98 speed at corner. And then they still got Kevin King, who's in the 80s at corner. So they loaded on in the secondary, and then they got Preston Smith, Darius Smith, Rashad Gary flying. They got all interchangeable pieces. Then Kenny Clark, and they got the young rookie Slayton at D tackle. Both those niggas is dogs in the middle. They loaded over there, bro. That team is fucking loaded.
When you break it down like that,
they might be the number 1 team on the game, yo. Only reason why I don't give them the whole number 1 is this reason right here. The fucking Browns got the best offensive line in the league right away. So they 80 and above across the line.
I'm about to go look at that.
Yeah, all of them is nice, bro.
No, but hey, we ain't got no superstars on our team, bro. We just got over 80. And I don't even think they crazy. I think one nigga like 88 overall.
The Browns got the best offensive line on the game. Then
Besides
they
maybe the
got
Cowboys.
then they got
Yeah,
the
no,
Cowboys
Cowboys.
depleted. They don't have the Cowboys O line ain't better than the Browns line, bro.
They must trade niggas.
Look at it. Go look at it. Just go look at it.
I'm in the game.
Go look at it as a whole. You don't gotta be. Go look at it as a whole. That'd be a good discussion for us to do going on the show. Like that'd be a good ass discussion. So you got the here's the best lines in the game right now. You got the I think it's the Browns #1 in my opinion. Then you gotta look at the Saints offensive line. Their shit is legit too. That's probably their only strength of their team right now. Their offensive line. Then you go to when you look at the Browns, you got the offensive line that's animals with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is a starter on 30 teams out of 32. Then you got 2 stud ass tight ends over there. Then you got 3 stud ass receivers over there. And then they overmake Baker Mayfield every time. Every year they overmake.
They better not. I'm about to say.
Then on defense, you got the pass rush that's crazy. You got young linebackers and Tony Phil and J.O.K. who gonna be dogs for you after one season. You get them built, they problems. And then the secondary legit. They got 3 legit corners, 4 legit corners. No, 3 legit corners. They got Newsome, Greedy, and Denzel Ward. And then at the secondary bottom, bringing a nigga over from the Rams, Johnson III, and going along with Del Pitt. They got good safety. They loaded everywhere, bro.
But see,
then
I won't give you Del Pitt because niggas don't even play that nigga half the time in Madden. Niggas, you rarely see that nigga.
That's their fault.
Play, but you rarely see that nigga play.
That's niggas' fault though. That's their fault though. Niggas don't play, man. I don't know why. That'd be one of the first pieces I'm ready to build around. And in my secondary, Del Pitt a problem. And the nigga in front of him got a higher overall than him. And that got down there 90 speed, as strong safety. They loaded. Then you got, like, when you look at the Ravens, you got Lamar, who cancels everybody out, right? And then you got Hollywood, he got that speed, so he's a cancel outer, right? But then after that, where you proved in that receiver, then you got Homeboy at tight end. Then you got one offensive lineman that's good over there. Everybody else got to get built.
And if you go with
even building a wave on their 78 overall.
If you go with the team that you actually start with, though, JK ain't no slouch. You should have gave the nigga up.
Who? Nah. I would count JK. JK a problem. Of course he ain't no slouch. He's a good running back behind two line. You got a great lineman and a good lineman because Zettler is an 80, so he's in the 80s. He's a good lineman. And then everybody else you got Bill. All the rest of them niggas 60s.
Yeah, but Ben Cleveland, dog, that nigga gonna be a
and
problem.
Then Villanova. Yeah, he gonna be a problem. Yeah, they gonna upgrade him a lot. Then you look at the defense. You got Calais Campbell for a season, maybe 2. Then you got all older motherfuckers that's pretty. Look, anybody that's an 80 and above is good. So you look at their D line, Justin Houston, which they really got at linebacker. You can move him down to the D end. Derek Wolfe, Justin Matabuke gonna be a problem too. He's gonna be a problem too. And then you look at their secondary because at the linebacker core they literally got Adolphe, who's a pass rusher only. And then they got Patrick Queen. Then you look at but their secondary legit, flat out legit, because they got the Madden speed in the secondary.
That shit's so crazy. I look at that team. There's so much shit I can do with that defense. Cause I'll put Jimmy Smith at safety, dog, and bring one of them other niggas down the box.
I had him at safety, but I traded him. You know me, I blow my team up to what I wanted to be. So yeah, but I had Jimmy at safety though. He was my starting strong safety. Actually, free. I had Elliott playing strong.
Now you my strong safety.
Put what's his name in the box though, and linebacker, the other nigga. He hit hard as fuck.
Yeah, but as far as rules wise, we can't though. Sean Elliott can't. He only 210 pounds. So nah, they gotta be 215 or 250. They gotta be 215 pounds to go to the sub linebacker. So that's it. But it don't. It don't because they still got you. You gotta look at players and see the future of it. Like Brandon Stevens is fine at sub linebacker. He's 215. You can put him right at the sub linebacker, and you got Deshaun Elliott back deep with Chuck Clark.
what I'm saying?
back deep. It is what it is.
In real
Like
life, they actually play in the box. They play at that sub linebacker, bro.
they play in the box a whole lot in real life. You right, but as far as rules in our league, you can't do it.
Boom,
So them
boom,
niggas
do
sit
that.
back deep. But their cornerback play is good. With between Peters and what's the name, they good. And then you got speed that got to be developed at the other cornerback positions. They are. They got a good. They're not. I'm not saying the Ravens is an ass team. They just not a. They just don't. They just not stacked up the way the teams I'm talking about in front of them right now are. But you can do it, like especially you like the Ravens, like you a real late Ravens fan. Like I'm a Ravens fan because of Lamar. Like you're a true Ravens fan, you feel me? So, and then you
Yes.
know me, bro. Whatever team I get, gotta be in my image, and I'm already doing that now. But we just young. Like Adolphe is that outside linebacker, and all he really is for me is a pass rusher. Like I don't, he got a pick on the season, and you can make plays with that type of speed running around. I could do a lot with him. But then I traded for Chad Surratt at middle linebacker with Patrick Queen at the other middle. So we're going to be legit. Like in a season or two, that shit going to be hard to do anything at that linebacker level. Especially if I get another one in there, and I probably won't even keep Patrick Queen anyway. And then the secondary, I already traded Peters, I already traded Chuck Clark, I already traded Jimmy Smith, I already traded Ty Young. So I kind of got rid of all the players that that I don't play with, but West Street, Averett. I brought Sean Wade back in, and I got Humphrey. They're my four corners, and then I got the rookie Steiner from Florida at safety, along with Stevens and Elliott. Elliott, a hitter, he a thumper. So I got him. I kept him. Calais Campbell going to retire right after this season. Brandon Williams, old as dirt. Then you got Derek Wolf, who's at 80 overall, but it's like, where do you really want to play him at? He don't got no ability, so he just got an 80 overall guy there. Like I start all of them guys: Houston, Derek Wolf, Brandon Williams, and Calais Campbell on my front and all run situations. Then you got the young boy Dalen Hayes, but then he not good on the game until I did what I did with the rookies. Until I made the rookies look like they really look. Then he ain't a player you'll look at and want to play. Motherfucker, and the nigga run a 4.6, but they got this nigga a 78 speed. Like, fuck out of here. Shit, they got a Dolphin, he run a 4.32, and they had him at 89 speed. So who else? It's some more team. Like the Colts is a good team. Most niggas ignore them. That's a good team to have.
Oh no, they got a good line over there.
Yeah, they got good. They got a really good line over there. They're one of the top tier lines in the league too. But I would say the top five would be the Colts, the Browns, not in order, just the Browns, the Colts, the Saints. Niggas sleep on the Saints offensive line. They loaded. The Saints, the Browns, the Colts, and I'm missing the team. Oh, and the Bucks.
Oh yeah, but now we got on that because of the Falk thing. Shit, Falk got a decent team too now. For what Falk do,
So what's decent about it? Let's talk about it, cause he do got a good team. So, but let's see if we on the same page, me and you.
The nigga definitely got receivers, especially with the way the game is supposed to be played this year with D Hop. So that's like Devontae Adams.
All right, so D Hop is the animal. The problem is he not playing AJ Green, who's like having AJ Green over there is like having Sammy Watkins, right? But the two little niggas, Isabella and what's the name? They speed guys, right? But gotta be developed.
Kurt,
But
and then you got another young dude.
Good speed guy. They got Rondell Moore, Isabella and Kirk are their speed guys, right? So they have legit receivers. Yeah, you're 100% right. So they got, and that's why you see him doing what he's doing in the passing game right now, right? They don't have an offensive line at all, and they don't have a tight end or a running back. So they got the receivers and the quarterback.
They got Connor. Hey, he gotta be decent now. Connor and Edmonds. Is it Edmonds? The young
Yeah,
guy.
you reaching right now if you think they good Madden
Listen,
players.
listen. You gotta build them. You gotta build them or trade them or something. All I
All
know
right.
is, hey,
Well,
when I,
we talking about if he had to play with them, what he playing with right now.
and then who got
Connor
the defense?
now Edmund is good because of what because he was able to get his true 40 time and shit on him and all that. So he's legit. But Connor power back. So let's keep talking. Connor ain't going. Nobody's playing with Connor. They'll move him to fullback before they play with him. So go ahead. They don't have a run game whatsoever or offensive line or a tight end, but they loaded at the receiver position. Defensively now, this is where you can get money at. I think their front seven is pretty good, and then you can't sleep on that safety, the two safeties they got as well, and then Murphy's gonna be good, right? Falk playing, yeah, Falk playing better because he got the rookie. He got the. Remember, I went through the whole league and on a legit speed. They're real shit when it come down to their pro day stuff. Me and Shoguns took our time and went through the whole league. So now you got some rookies that had low overalls, but now you can put them on the field because they run 4.4s and 4.2s,
Get the fuck out of here,
4.4.2s.
man.
Now they got the speed to put on the field, but you gotta grow them up, right? So really, at the linebacker level, they good with Simmons in the middle, but who else they got at linebacker? Because Chandler Jones is going to be a pass rusher. But that's where they're good at. They're going to be great up front because they got J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. And then Isaiah Simmons is like having, you got to look at Isaiah Simmons as one of those freak athletes, like damn near in the Lamar categories, the Tyreek Hill categories, those guys, because he's that good. He's a great Madden player because of his attributes. But I mean, it's really like you going to see how weak Falk team really is. And you're seeing it now. You saw it against the Bears tonight. You're gonna start to see it when he start to get into those games and those guys that can take advantage of where he weak at. He found out tonight that he can't just keep dropping back and throwing 50 passes a game without running the football at all. On when you start getting to the top tier competition.
Yeah, I just think
So again, I go back to your game. Yeah, like when you know this. When you get a team, you playing with that team for year one. It ain't your team yet. Like this Baltimore Raven team is going to be built in my image, and when it's built in my image, we talking. You know what I mean? I get to really be able to play the way I want to play. But anyway, when you play Falk, bro, Falk don't come back on you if you play him how you played me, bro. You knew you. All right, you tell me how you felt. How you went up 28-0. When you went up 28-0, how did you feel? Let me stop talking for you and just ask you, how did you feel when you went up 28-0 on Falk?
Man, so you gotta think, man. Me and Falk always know we play good games. So I always think I could beat Falk. But with that, like, I don't know. It was just different, bro. Falk really hadn't been on the game.
Get the
So
fuck out of
I haven't really been
here,
talking
yo.
to Falk. I've been talking to you and Nano. And y'all was the one that was talking shit to me. So I already marked that out on the schedule. You know what I mean? So it ain't animosity, but it's just wasn't really up to play Falk. As in like just beat him down and like focus. I was just bullshit. I was fucking drinking and everything. So I don't know. Oh, give me that. But yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't really. I was up to play that game because it was Falk, but I don't know. If I would have knew better, man, been in my right mind, I would have ran the ball more. But I started throwing that shit, getting that nigga picks in my own territory, going for it on fourth down. Not so much going for it on fourth down was a bad thing. I wasn't calling the right plays. But you know when you said that Nano was this and that, now that kind of fuck with me a little bit. I was like, oh no, this nigga really ass though. I was like, this nigga really tried this.
Yeah, that we was all talking shit. That's the juice this shit up and get ready to go. Let's rock.
Oh,
See
yeah.
what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Nothing
But like I said, I knew exactly. I knew exactly what type of game I was getting into playing you. I knew exactly what was going on. Like I was locked in to play that type of game, and I was locked in to try to win. And hell no, that shit was fucking nuts, bro. That shit was scary. Seeing some of the shit that happened in that game, bro, like it was fucking nuts. The entire offense was there for you with Chubb and me. We got a nickname for him, the Chubb. And when you get on your Chubb and shit, is over.
I play Falk again though.
But like I was telling Falk, I was like, you know, 27 carries or not, he still threw for like 3 something on me. I was like, whenever he wanted that tight end delay, he got it. And it's like, you see, the tight end had 4 catches. They were all delay catches, but they were crucial catches at crucial moments of the game.
But shit, this shit was last year, dog. The motherfucker probably let you bounce off and go catch that shit on my ass. Pick that shit off. They do make the linebacker play slow as hell.
But my question was like, in that 28-0, did you feel like you was going to put like, did you feel like I'm ready to really run Aaron man? That's why you was in pass mode still, or what? Like you just wasn't into the game? Like what was it?
I was just trying to get some stats, dog. Trying to build that.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So again, I think if you played Falk the way you played me, motherfucking, he doesn't come back from that 28. I'm not saying he couldn't score or even do what he did, how he did, but I think you still win the ball game if you played the same game you played with me. Because you never let up off the Chubb and Arthur game at all. Like, you didn't let up off of that shit at all. You made me stop him, which made me have to stop him and opened up everything for you. So it was like torture playing you that whole game. Like, it was torture. That might have been one of the worst games I ever played you, like where it was like, God damn, bro, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I can't stop this nigga, and when I sell out to stop him, he dot me up with this shit. Like, it was hard. It was, and I mean, it was one of those, can't wait for the next game. Like, gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta figure it out. But I don't think Falk come back from 28 and score 47 unanswered if you was locked in and doing what you did against me. Nano, you just was making a statement that we really was blowing your shit, calling you better than you, got your number, blah, 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 you can't beat him. I was talking all that work to suit that shit up. And he went out there thinking it's the last couple of games he beat you in 21. He went out there feeling the same way, and it didn't work. He realized what type of team he was facing and what type of mode you was in. So, that was that. Our game was strictly... Nah, I mean, you was just on point. You did think, come on, bro. 31. I don't give up no 31 points in the quarter, bro.
Nah, that shit was fast though. You threw a couple of picks.
I don't give up no 30. I fumbled my first drive. You scored. I threw a pick six the second drive. You scored. You got 14-0 right away.
It was 7-0 first quarter. And then second.
Yeah, then 31-7. Motherfucker, I threw the pick six. And then you just turned up from there, and you scored the first touchdown in the second quarter and the last touchdown in the second quarter. And then I got the pick at halftime, and then I scored. Then you came right back and scored, and then I scored the next 21. But like homeboy said, the game, good comeback. That's what he said, good comeback. But that didn't tell the story of the game. He was 100% right. He was not wrong when he said that shit. But that was a fucking ass whooping. And we got beat the fuck down. But I'm building that team for that though. Like, I got 4 rookie linebackers running them. Well, 3 rookie linebackers and Queen, who was a 78 overall. Then I got all young youth in the secondary, all the secondary you would be accustomed to playing with was not there anymore. And Humphreys is Humphreys. He's Humphreys. Motherfucking, we got work to do, bro. Cause we got a lot of work to do. But I like where we at right now.
Yeah. And yeah.
Good, bro.
I just played this team Key Madden, bro. Baker Mayfield, he did horrible. 7 for 14, 60 yards, 3 interceptions.
Oh wow!
And I still, and 2 of his interceptions was pick sixes.
And you still won.
That was only 2 scores though. Was that 14? It's 2 pick sixes. But Chubb had 26, 301, 3 touchdowns.
Damn.
11 yards per carry.
I'm gonna get Chubb a problem, bro.
Oh, they should never gave you Chubb, man.
Chubbing niggas. Then they got out there chubbing.
Yeah, that nigga got hot and it's right before halftime. He ain't cool down.
That's how I was when I was playing Boone. That pussy was on fire the whole fucking game, bro. No taking him off. I couldn't get one tackle on the backfield. A 3 and 4 yard tackle was like true. There we go. There we go. Come on. He got 4 off that bitch. I'm happy about it. We gotta figure that out. That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, oh my god, and I just got a fucking upgrade with that nigga too.
Autopilot off. Let's put him online. It's horrible. 1. Confirm. Alright.
And I just got a speed upgrade with that nigga. Let's get it.
What he asked me. Yeah, he gonna auto.
I'm so DC wasn't trying to play tonight. I be trying to get this out the way.
Don't you dog me. Don't you.
No, bro. You know the thing about playing in certain leagues though, like playing in multiple leagues.
What's that?
Is that like I'm over here trying to make those like I got Tom Brady right now, and Baker is just like you really notice it. You really notice the difference, like you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god. Baker just saying it.
You can trade Baker right now. I mean, he is built. He's mad built right now. Niggas will give you whatever. All these niggas that need quarterback. See, that's the thing though. I did what niggas wanted. Motherfucker took away being able to get all them first round, second round picks and all that shit. Now niggas barely trading their big time players. They playing with them now. Shit, even I am. I play with niggas that I usually off and then build my team right to the draft.
Good night.
Niggas is looking at how I'm really not in the playoffs right now. I'm really outside.
Yeah, time to go to sleep. Yeah, you did it the right way. Good night. I hope you feel better too, because you gotta go to school. Expeditiously. Damn. This nigga Greedy Williams. I made a tell only by 1 Bitcoin, bro.
Yo, nigga got one of that Wildcat pass too. I was proud that shit got off.
Huh?
That Wildcat pass.
Oh yeah, that shit was nasty. Cause you was in your bag play calling, bro. You had a hell of a game play calling. That shit was I wasn't expecting that at all. I didn't even know what the fuck. I was strictly trying to stop Chubb. That motherfucker. That shit was hot too. Felt like that jump pass the Tennessee Titans did a little bit on the Ravens. Don't you dog me, don't you? I wonder if I can move him strictly to DN. See if I got somebody else to do
Bro. Why can't I move my game to tight end? Why can't I move my game to tight end?
Nah, Mike Evans can't play no tight end, bro. That motherfucker, first of all, he ain't big enough. Second of all, he's too fast to get moved to tight end.
He only 89.
89 what?
Speed.
Who Mike Evans?
Yeah, he's slow as
Not
shit.
big enough. There's no nothing. Just get it out your head, bro. He'll never play tight end until he over 30. Do not even think about it. And nothing you can sit here and do.
No, that's what I thought. No, because people were trying to put him ahead that he was.
Remember he was at. Remember we allowed him to go to tight end.
Listen. Our conversation when you wasn't on chat was niggas said like he been on tight ends in other leagues. So like I was like,
Yeah.
why can't I do it?
Yeah, nah.
But all right, now you saying that he gotta be at least 30. All right, now I get it.
Yeah, nah, he got moved to tight end after his prime was over with. We allowed that to happen. We didn't allow it.
Okay.
Corey moved him to tight end and won 3 straight. Remember Boom and game and real drive, nigga moved him to tight end and was motherfucking niggas who started snapping. Then it got to the point where we had to change the rules. Like, nah, bro, I'm not doing all that shit. No.
Okay. I'm just not sure.
Yeah, you just wasn't around at the time we had that. We went through that big ass discussion. It was times where we used to allow it like way back when we was building motherfucking,
Yeah.
players and shit like. But like when he get like what you could do is you could pin him for it when he get, you know what I mean, get up to age.
I'm probably not gonna have him after this season.
Yeah.
He gotta go.
What you just don't like him, huh?
No, I don't like him, bro. I just got fine. I just think I can use him to get to put other young pieces around me. That's it.
How old is he right now?
That's a good question.
They slow him down. How they drop the speed to 89? These games tripping, bro. He was just like a 91, 92 speed in motherfucking real drive. Speed 89, so they slow him down. He was a 91.
And I just got that speed up, bro. How old is he?
29, 28, something like that. I just saw it.
Okay.
28.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get something good for him while I can. I mean, I got a son. Like, I'm about to have a whole new team and shit, bro. Down there on defense.
Nah, he capping.
Yeah, man, my whole defense gonna pay.
Fuck goddamn Bulls got the best goddamn line, dog.
They got one of the best lines in the league. I said that.
Definitely not better than the Browns.
Hell no.
Definitely not better than the
They
Browns.
got
Dude.
80 overall. They got 91 overall. They got 92 overall.
You're looking at what niggas unbuilt.
I don't even care.
Man, look, Boone, you got the best team on the game, my nigga, and you one of the better players in the league in the game. So you good, bro. Like face facts, nigga. They one of the best teams on the game, bro.
We both in the same boat, bro.
No, they're a good team. Yeah, definitely.
They're not. They're a great team. There's nothing they don't have. You can't name one piece they don't have over it.
I just feel like if you give me the Ravens, I'd be the same way I'm now.
It's just, that's your team, Boom. Nobody's disclaiming that though. Like, but the Browns is the best team on the game. If I had the Browns, I'd probably be the same way I am right now. Nah, with 3 losses. No, I don't get my ass whooped. You can say talk all that fake shit you want. We want to be real about real when we have real conversations. No ass whooping here.
That Mexico didn't look right. 41-14.
We go through the same shit every year. First season, niggas motherfucking the best players in the league. Till the motherfucking next season, niggas don't be talking none of that shit. Barely get a win, knock it off.
41-14, bro.
Who lost 41-14?
Fuck, I just can't stop looking at that shit.
Now, in that game, that was just one. But see, remember, he kept being, oh man, fuck that full pass. He wasn't listening. Whole team was red. The motherfucker was red. He was bitching about that night. That's one of the last things I heard him say before I got off headset before they even played.
Because as much, I ain't gonna lie, bro, and that might be the reason why I only got like 3 breakouts. I only did one full pad practice all year.
I ain't do a full pad practice yet, bro. And I'm getting all breakouts. Niggas is not listening to me, bro. It's the story. Your team has a storyline. You gotta follow that storyline. If you're not reading what they saying right away, you're not following it, bro. Like, you know how I know I'm not wrong? Because fucking what's his name going through it right now? What's his fucking name? Damn.
Jimbo?
No, not Jimbo. Fuck, bro.
He's a young guy, right?
No, hold on.
I can't wait to see that Shotgun and Camden matchup.
They already played.
They don't say they played.
I thought they played already.
No, they ain't played.
I thought they played already. Fuck.
Only 2 games I played.
So what it is, so what it is motherfucking It's like each team got a scenario. I watched the video on this shit. Each team got scenarios, so we all got scenarios. Like it's storylines. And when you start getting them tandem breakout messages, they're the way you start to develop players, where other players start developing. So the only thing I could do is walk you back through what I did through my storylines. When I started to see the storyline of tandem, you start listening to, like reading it, what they saying, watching a video, whatever, little press conference on, cutscene. It starts to tell you what's going on. So like, now part of it was I had computer games during those times, right? But so that could be another situation. But Hitter went through it already, motherfucker, and he kind of made me realize it, how he was going, because we always think Hitter didn't know how to get the upgrades and shit, because he's always getting breakout messages. You remember about like week 3 or 4 when he was like, all my linebackers going up to stars and superstars. I don't know if you remember him saying that. He was going ahead and then I was like, come on, Hitter, you got secret code, bro. Same thing in 21. So it's the messages, it's the thing that you get, it's the scenarios. Once you get the team breakout on, start hitting view goals and start telling you exactly what the storyline is going to be. So I started to follow the storyline of my guy. So remember, I was like, I ain't even shitting with Tylan Wallace, but because I was shitting with Hollywood, and then I started shitting with Bateman, Tylan developed the moment I threw him a touchdown, because the other players develop the players more than you going out there and having 100-yard games every week with your running back. 200-yard games. Like Nano been 200, 300-yard a game, and JK still a star. The moment Nano throw 2 touchdowns to one of those receivers and shit, he'll get a tandem breakout message, and then he'll start his storylines. Snake going through the storyline, retired player. Then he went through the retired player storyline, so now his defense is starting to get shit happening right now. Falk getting it on defense because he's playing as a team, a whole over there. But on offense, he going at the same 2 niggas. You can't do shit with D Hop because he already built, right? So the other 2 niggas is he like going ham with them niggas, but he not getting a breakout message because he's not running the football. It comes all together. It's like all of it together. So you would say, damn, well, I'm throwing for damn 300 yards a game and rushing for a couple touchdowns.
I see what you're saying.
That nigga always find a way to get these motherfucking defensive players going, bro. He's a superstar here, superstar there. He over there doing his thing right now. He playing well. Shit's crazy.
I made a shot to the beat on that. He is doing good, but I should have beat that man.
We all got them games right now where it's like, fuck, bro.
Huh?
Should it be who?
Hit him. I had fucking 4 turnovers on his 5-yard line.
Yeah.
3 picks and 1 fumble.
I think my running backs is leading the league in fumbles right now, bro. Those niggas fumble every game, bro.
Brady fumbled for me. I took a side.
Well, I see why they sitting his ass down. He got 2 big fumbles right now. What they don't count fumbles if you recovered or something?
I don't think so.
My problem is I need to get Gus the Bus going, man. I ain't fucking running him at all. I'm about to start running him on some power shit.
I thought you was, because your first round was with him.
Hey, man, that shit crazy. High key, the fucking Pacers got a damn nasty line.
Yeah, they got. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They got one. They got one of the top lines. Let's remember that was one of our storylines when we were doing a podcast show. And he'll get a running back, and then I gave him one. The line is already there.
Yeah, we're done.
Tackle and Trent Brown, that nigga. And they ain't even that old. They're like 6-year players. Oh, boy, 1-year player.
They young too.
Yeah, the boy win the 3-year player. God damn. I know he ain't no dummy. He just can't throw the ball.
Yeah, that's his only problem, man, because he can pass that shit. I mean, he can run that shit for real, bro. But all I did was just try to get him a 3rd downs and get the lead so he had to pass. And once he had to pass, it was he still couldn't do it. And it's like, bro, you down 14. You only got 4 minutes to put 2 scores together, and you still running the ball. But once he can like line up in a pass formation and pass when he need to, that's when he'll be official. I like the way he run.
He official. He's that guy. He's just from 20. He started getting better and better at running the ball.
Yeah, I like the way he run, bro. I mean, he does. Like I still gotta really learn how to run. Like he does. He does runs and he's effective. He got half the carries I got and more yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steve, bro. Just was talking about you.
When you fucking run the ball like he run the ball, you got no choice but to get better at it. He got vision when he running too.
Yeah.
Randy noted the Pacers really. They got niggas back from the little COVID shit.
He run like he actually be running in holes and shit, but he don't.
Niggas came back. Cause I remember last year they team was ass with that COVID shit. with the players not coming opting
Oh
out.
yeah, everybody back now.
Yeah, them niggas actually got a solid ass team. That shit crazy. Then they got two nasty tight ends.
Bro, it's a lot of good teams right now in this game, bro. Like this, and then that draft. The draft was really good. 21. So many players that went to places that made them better with a good rookie, like to fuck with, like. So like all the teams are good, bro. It's just you got a couple standout teams that just lights out in front of everybody else all the way across the board. And everybody, and then the league right now, anybody could be anybody at any moment right now. You still got those guys you can walk all over, but you know anybody could be anybody.
Nah, but on some real shit, they be
even those guys.
Even those guys, because the way man will let them do shit, like they'll give them boosts before the game to stop a hot team or a team that's
that hot team style. Like I got plus 10 break tackles and play rec on all my weapons right now. Like,
that's crazy.
just because the Steelers is on a hot streak right now.
Shit crazy. And that makes that division tough, bro.
Like it's some like the divisions is laid out so well right now, bro. Like this shit crazy, bro. Like the whole East is over there, like kind of beating up on each other, playing good games against outside conference games too. I mean outside of division games too, right? Then you got our division. We got to be 3 strong right now with Circle Bob tanking, and he ain't really have to tank because he got an alright roster right now. You got Mike and them in their division beating up on each other. All of them over there beating up on each other. And even Mark probably got one of the worst teams in the game, but Mark ain't bad at what he do. Like he ain't gonna do nothing special, but he ain't bad at what he do. He can keep himself in the game or two. Like, and then especially with his team being so ass and he losing right now, they gonna have them games where they take all your shit from you. And then little shit start happening. Then you got guys finding their stride. I was talking about like Jimbo starting to get Javonte Williams going now. That becomes a problem with those weapons over there. Like so it's gonna be interesting, bro. This shit about to be interesting. Look what young Camden doing right now. Like, and then it's the schedule who you matching up with. So his big game, he lost to Nano. The flip side of it, he beat me. Like caught me on that Thursday night when we fucking purple out there and can't fucking do shit. And won the game, 3-point win. Got that win. That game, that win, and then me turning right back around and losing the boom, got me outside the playoffs right now. I ain't even in the offs in the playoff picture right now.
Sure.
Yeah, because I lost the boom. You got to think about it. The Steelers beat Boom. Boom beat me. That dropped me to 3rd in my division. We all got the same record. So I got to beat the Steelers.
Damn.
That shit hot right now, boy.
Sheesh.
But see, this how it always is year 1, though. This how it always be year 1, bro. Like, that shit be fun, bro. And with the like trading, not really as crucial because it ain't open like it is, where niggas can just blow it up fast as hell and then be rebuilt year 2 and nobody can't beat niggas because we just do everything better than everybody in the offseason. And then you don't have that escape route no more. Like it's not there. So now you got Falk playing with the D-Hop. With D-Hop would have got him 3 starters in the draft. He'd have probably got him 2 starters on the game and damn near 2 in the draft. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or getting rid of Chandler Jones, nigga would have gave him anything for that X factor, right? And then, but he ain't gonna give him up knowing he ain't worth for 3rd. He ain't worth for just a 3rd or a 4th. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, for example, the fucking, you know, they buddies for Jimbo. So 4 gives him Grady Jarrett, and he ain't give him shit. He gave him like, and this is why I be mad because they got me mad because I don't just want trades going through the trade chat without getting that last review of it. So we gotta pay attention to things. The nigga already had a cheat code over all of everybody in the league because he knew free agency was open at 9:45 and I didn't get a chance to post anything. He tore it up. So now those players that he can't re-sign, he's using them as trade bait right now. So the rules committee should take that into consideration. Like, hold on, bro, you can't trade him. he gonna want a contract at the end of the year. Free agency pick up. Niggas not looking. They just start. Yeah. Or if everybody else saying yeah, they say yeah. Now, to their credit, it was a 3-2 vote. And then Shogun said, "Yo, I voted no on that, John. Okay, tell me what you want if you want to, but I don't know what 3 said yeah or what 2 said no. But it was a 3-2 vote, and I was just waiting for that third vote to come in so I can be the tiebreaker. But he traded Josh Jones, a guy he got out of free agency, which his name is going to have to put a contract on him, right? To get Grady Jarrett, and Grady Jarrett's an X Factor or a superstar, one of the two, right? So he gets rid of him on some bullshit, like really. That player ain't really worth what he offered. So let me break this down. I'm gonna show you like the things that that I'm trying to fix. And this is it might have to be I might just gotta get some more in tune players into the Wool Shack because you got guys that probably just don't give a fuck or paying attention like a fuck ain't really tuned in. So I doubt he voting on anything, right? Or if he is, he's just saying I ain't really looking at it the way I need niggas to look at it. That's just how I feel, right? So when I go look at the trade, I go back and I go,